Once upon a time, long ago, in a place where the sun first learned to shine and the moon first learned to dream, lived all the animals who had been given a special gift by the gods. There were jaguars who could hunt, and butterflies who could fly. Monkeys chattered in the trees. Deer skipped gracefully through the meadows, and the condor soared high above the world. All of these creatures played an important part in the great plan. But there was something missing. One day, while looking over the land, the gods realized that although all of the animals, plants, and people had been carved with great care from jade and stone, nobody had been made to move quickly and deliver thoughts and dreams and wishes from one place to another. They needed someone to carry words of love, dreams, and hopes across the world. So with loving hands, the gods began to carve a tiny bird from a fragment of jade. When they had finished, they placed the little bird on a leaf. Then, with a puff of air, they breathed life into it. And so, the hummingbird was born. He was the size of a fist and shone with all the colors of the rainbow. His wings beat so fast that he was a blur to the naked eye. With a chirp, he took off into the sky. He zipped past the flowers, barely touching their petals. Yet each flower he passed seemed to glow with his touch. He visited the monkeys in the tree and perched on a branch. The monkeys chattered at him, but he did not stay to chat. He had a very important job to do. He raced across the world, faster than anything else. The gods gave him one last gift before he began his work. They gave him magic. Now, whenever he touched a flower, it bloomed in vibrant colors. Whenever he brought a message to a person, it was like that person's own dream had taken flight. The gods were very pleased with their new creation. They knew he would be perfect for the job. The hummingbird zipped through the world. At first, the animals didn't know what to make of him. He was so small, yet he moved like a shooting star. But the people soon learned to love the hummingbird. He became the carrier of their thoughts and feelings. Whenever two people were in love, but words couldn't express their feelings, the hummingbird would visit them. He would take their thoughts of love and deliver them to the other person. No longer did they need to say, "I love you." The hummingbird's magic did the talking for them. Sometimes the hummingbird would bring a child a dream that had come to life. He would perch on the child's windowsill and leave a tiny, sparkling feather behind. The child would wake up knowing that even though dreams are made of smoke and moonlight, they can become real if you believe. Other times, the hummingbird would visit a family and take their hopes and wishes and tie them to the wind. Then he would dance among the clouds until their hopes and dreams sailed around the world. As the years passed, the hummingbird became more and more magical. Flowers blossomed just to catch a glimpse of him. People stopped to listen to the music in his wings. Even the mighty jaguar paused to wonder at his speed. One day, the hummingbird flew across the sky and saw a young girl sitting on a rock. She was crying because she had lost her necklace. It was a small necklace, but it meant the world to her. The hummingbird hovered nearby. Although he had never met the girl, he felt her sadness. So he flew down onto her finger and gently nuzzled her hand. The girl looked at the hummingbird and smiled sadly. "You can't help me find my necklace," she said. "You're too small." The hummingbird chirped and touched her finger with his magic. Suddenly, the girl felt a warm feeling inside her chest. The hummingbird had put his magic into her finger. The girl looked down and gasped. Her necklace had reappeared. The hummingbird had helped her without even being asked. That's how powerful he was. For many moons, the hummingbird traveled the earth. He carried messages from one heart to another. He showed people the beauty in a single drop of rain, the strength in a tiny ant, and the power of believing in your dreams. One day, he was flying across the sky when he heard some people talking. "Do you believe in magic?" they said. The hummingbird hovered nearby. Of course, they didn't believe in magic. How could they? They had never seen a talking tree or a dancing cactus. The hummingbird knew what he had to do. He flew down onto a nearby fence post and touched it with his magic. Suddenly, the fence post began to spin. The people gasped. "Look," they said, "the fence post is dancing." The hummingbird smiled. Then he flew away. Wherever the hummingbird went, he left a little bit of magic behind. Sometimes his magic lasted only a moment, like when a butterfly landed on a flower and its wings glowed with color. Other times, his magic lasted a lifetime, like when a boy found a feather that had fallen from the sky. The boy kept that feather for many years, And when he grew old, he told stories about the magic hummingbird to anyone who would listen. After many, many years, the hummingbird was still going strong. He had flown around the world and back again. He had visited every flower and talked to every animal. He was tired now, and it was time for him to rest. He flew to the tallest tree in the jungle and climbed up into its branches. As he closed his eyes, he looked down at the world below. Everything was beautiful. The mountains sparkled in the sunlight. The rivers shimmered like silver threads, and the flowers were a rainbow scattered across the land. He had seen all of this beauty during his lifetime, and he was grateful for every moment of it. As the sun set over the horizon, the hummingbird's body began to glow. His wings shone with all the colors of the rainbow, and his tiny heart beat with the rhythm of the stars. Then he flew into the night sky. He danced with the moon and sang with the fireflies. He raced with the clouds and chased the dreams of sleeping children. And as he flew, his magic spread across the land. Every flower bloomed, every animal dreamed, and every person believed in the impossible. But even magical creatures cannot fly forever. After a lifetime of adventure, the hummingbird grew very old. His wings were worn from flying, and his body was tired from carrying the dreams of others. But before he died, he had one last mission. He flew to the tallest mountain in the world and climbed to its highest peak. There, he met the gods. "Thank you for giving me life," he said. "I have done my best to spread beauty and love across the world." The gods smiled and nodded. "You have done well, little hummingbird," they said. "Now, it is time for you to rest." Then they gave him one last gift, a gift that would keep him alive forever. They placed a single star in the sky and gave him the power to keep it shining. And so, the hummingbird became the keeper of the stars. Every night he flies among the constellations, making sure that the stars shine brightly for all the people below. Whenever you see a hummingbird, he is bringing someone's thoughts of love and hope to life. He is a reminder that even the smallest creature can do great things, and that love is the most powerful magic of all. The end.